Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm Professor Melon, and today we're going to be finishing off the demo for Operation Octo, because, yeah, I've kind of been really enjoying this game, and to be honest, I think this is more about now me kind of more enjoying the game and what it is, rather than sort of doing any sort of more analytical stuff, because, you know, in most cases, it's just nice to have a bit of fun, rather than be always switched on about stuff, and I will say, there are some really cool things about this game I like, and you know, they've really kind of shown off as well. So yeah, we're just going to just jump in, continue, and have some really good fun. I will admit, it's one thing that I've never really kind of picked up. But, is the music design. It's actually really good. Right? like it seems weird to say it like that. Can I actually get that to run into there? No, he doesn't. Ooh, fish. I assume that's for like other stuff then. Pick you there, just because you're gonna help out. But yeah, I can already see like the different types of level stuff that you can do, and like what could be applicable for I mean, like, what could be applicable for certain things? Thank you very much. We learned that, and now we got an upgrade. I wonder what he does with the upgrade. I'm interested to find out. I am very interested to find out this stuff. I will admit, from my first initial reactions, like my first reactions are more on the idea, like, I will admit, I'm kind of like a strategy player. So I like to, take my time to think about things and then kind of like plan a solution to the puzzle as such. But I do like the more action-packed nature of the game itself, right? Like, it keeps stuff moving at a decent pace, like, overall, and I think, like, once you grasp the mechanics of it, it's, like, really cool. And I like the fact that, like, you're not really overly punished, in the sense of, like, currently, I'm not overly punished for turret placement. I think my nuance point on the subject would be more on along the lines of, like, because I can block paths off, as such. Right? It's that point, like, it's like whether you want to block it off or you don't kind of thing, right? I think that's kind of like the point I'd end up, like, talking over, right? Ooh, new enemy. Because that game kind of like wants you to be strategic while also having a bit more hecticness, which is not a bad thing. Definitely not. Shoots weak lightning bolts that chain between multiple targets close to each other. Very interesting. Let's carry on. I should jump through these levels because I'm actually kind of like enjoying the kind of like... So... Ah, I get it now. Okay, so this was something that was never really kind of like explained to begin with, and this is kind of like the point of where now my brain kind of gets it. Even this is up next. It's 1, 2, 3, and then it rotates around to whatever's here, and so on and so forth. I like that mechanic a little bit. It makes you think about what you're buying. I've never had to think about it before because, like, I only had so many units. So the explanation for that rotation would be kind of nice, so we always know there's stuff up here that I gotta watch out for, as such. Maybe these guys defend this. I kind of like that idea, though. Like, I'm not against it as such. Kind of adds to the hecticness of the game, which is interesting. Like, you know, that sense of panic, which I related it a little bit to how FTL works, just because with FTL you have the ability to kind of pause, which is why I think like the pause thing would be a benefit to the game. Although, like, you don't have to do it, you know. Like, if the main design point is to kind of cause you to rush around and be like, I gotta sort this out as quickly as possible, then yeah. You know, if the whole point is to induce panic in the player, then yeah, good for you. Like, that's exactly what you want to do in the way that you've done it. It's brilliant. If you want to slow stuff down, and then it's that kind of point of where then, like, that's what you can do. And maybe, like, there's ways of, like, I think, like, this game would be really good for, like challenge runs and stuff like that, right? Like, I generally think there's a brilliant idea for it. And stuff. Am I gonna force them to go one particular way? That'd be kind of nice, but I guess not. Let's put that guy here. Just so we've got one guy hitting something. Do I have a potion for you? One, yeah, do now. Not that one, this one. 40. I must find out all the upgrades. This has inspired the Pokemon collector in me, if I gotta catch them all type thing. There are some really cool combos you can set up then, if that's the case, right? Like, the freeze and the lightning guys is such a good combo because they play off each other so well. Really liking this game. I think it has really good style. Like, it's kind of like set itself in a way that it wants to be, and it's really kind of captured my attention in a way like the hecticness of it can go off. I think the level-based system and like how it goes through really kind of adds that kind of like pick up and play factor. Like, you could do like a few good runs and that's kind of like it. I think the length of the stuff is kind of a big impact on like what makes things good and as well and what doesn't. Maybe an indicator for item drops would be kind of a little bit nice, just so I know like if a coin's dropped on the map, I can go and pick it up. Again, that's me kind of being pedantic though, like, you know. You know, I can't help but nitpick. Pretty much what I entirely do is the Britishness in me. I have to moan about everything. Even the stuff I like. Actually, it's far worse. I probably moan about the stuff I like more than the stuff I dislike, right? And I think that's a very British thing, actually. Right? And I think sometimes, especially for like Americans and stuff like that, that sort of dry sense of humor is sometimes a little bit kind of hard to understand, is the fact that, like, why do you complain about something if you dislike it so much, right? And normally, it's not the fact that we're complaining about it because we dislike it. We're complaining about it because we genuinely do enjoy it, or we really do like it. I do like this idea, like giving you some like little tips and stuff like this through this. I think this is the little kind of nice thing as well. And then the fact that you get rewards for it incentivizes you to be able to do it, to get that extra bit. And the fact you can look at all these stuff and like, ooh, you know, gives you all these little kind of points that you've picked up, so you can kind of really kind of figure stuff out. Okay, as we got that, let's have a look at what the upgrades were. So what does this do on this guy? It gives you 30 pulls, slow down skeleton attackers upon contact. Okay, cool. That's pretty interesting. The electric bolt shoots weak lightning pulse you already know. Lightning change through dark. No, so darkness is a keyword then, basically. And then slow down enemies with its attack. Pretty much the same thing. Yeah. Another challenge run. You make a progress, partner. Looks like the local human population got agitated by our research. Humans are swimming in as we speak. This is a perfect opportunity to test out our improved clam prototype. Those special delivery stations are still under early development. Enjoy them while you can. Ooh. Nothing I can do here. Again, I love... okay. This is cool, right? Put you in the middle. You know? Like, generally, this is so cool. I mean, well done. This is amazing. And I think this is where, in my opinion, this is where I think the game really shines the most, is these kind of like little mini challenges. Right? And having the coolness to be able to pull them off like that. Because it is really cool, right? Ah, I was hoping I could. Yeah, this is the point where like the hecticness makes sense, right? This is so much fun. I love this. It's like on that point where it's just like, it's just really like some just silly fun, right? It doesn't take itself too seriously, it's enjoyable, it can be pretty hectic. And there are ways that like you could improve stuff, but like at the end of the day, like what is made in the kind of like the way that anyone wants to make a game like this, it's like that's what you gotta focus on, right? In some cases, it's not what people want, it's the intent of the developer that's more important. Like, yeah, there's some things you could say improve, but then it might take away from the overall draw of what the game was about and why it was designed this way in particular, right? I'm always a big fan on the idea of like intent and design are more important in certain aspects of something, because like it's like you got to make what you want to make, right? This game is so fun. Voila. Get all more coins. Let's go to the shop. Can buy both of these, I think, soon. So what we got? Picks up pearls, collects coins, and elixirs for you. Skeletons will not attack it. Very nice. Place on top of another turret to give it a protective bubble. The guy that collects things. Always the guy that collects things. The best way to be is the collector. Yep, and let's continue on. I think some mouse movement would be nice. Like, if I click somewhere, I can, like, move with my mouse rather than the keys. I think that'd be kind of like a nice little benefit of the game. I think that's just more on the movement aspect. I don't mind the WSAD movement. Like, I think that's great, and if you can use a controller, or you know, that's kind of cool as well. But I think the ability to be able to move around with the mouse would be nice. Put you there. Yeah. And the only reason I say that is it's just up there. It's a bit more useful. In the sense of, like, if I was going to play something and then some auto-pathing, I know how hard stuff like that might be to set up or things, like, you can only do what you can do, right? But, yeah, that's just kind of more just a small thought. A bit of auto-pathing and, mouse movement, although it's kind of probably a bit too hectic for that, saying that now, right? Like, I think you do need the finer control movement, and, oh, we don't actually die here. The true mechanics of trying to survive. There you go, take that. Whoa, that seemed like a lot of damage for no reason. And I guess I'm being a bit on the weird side about the blobs and stuff, aren't I? Like, I will admit, I do understand that. Because that seems like me all over, right? They walk over it. They can walk over it. Interesting. If I do this, then maybe I can lock them in. The almost death that happened. Okay, I get the appeal of the hecticness and the lack of a pause. It makes more sense now. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, I think I said this like in some other videos. A lot of gamers have a certain level of learned behavior and learned like implied knowledge about stuff, which sometimes actually works in a negative fashion to a game. Right? And we are done. Yeah, I really am liking this game. It's one of those games exactly like Plants vs. Zombies, where you kind of just like pick it up and then play through like a certain amount of levels of it, and then just keep going until you kind of like either realize that you gotta go to sleep or you got work in the morning or stuff like that, right? I'm not too sure what I think about this rotation. I think I like the panic it kind of ensues, that you kind of have to do something, although the kind of the forced purchasing aspect is kind of a little bit on the nose, right? Let's put that there then for now. I think that's the only thing I'd probably say about it. Let's kind of set up some defenses in a good state. I like it tells me where the enemies are and where the energy is. It's kind of nice. Although, like, coin stuff and things like that and potion stuff would be useful as well. Let's put this guy down, so at least we can not worry about collecting stuff over here anymore. And then we look to put that there. And then we go up there, so at least we've got some blocking. Ooh, potion. Yeah, so we've got the potion. I think it's just the coins that aren't then. Yeah. It's good. No, I'm enjoying my time with it. And it's nice that I kind of am enjoying my time with it as well, even with all the hecticness and everything else. And it's one thing I would say, especially for other developers that either kind of see these videos or stuff like that, like, if you've got things where you just either want me to playtest them or stuff like that, I'm more than willing to help out stuff. Whether I make content will kind of depend on kind of like what I can do, and if I feel like I can add sort of like extra value by doing that. And, you know, I don't mind at least kind of like showing off like what you are making as such as well, right? But my criticism or anything else as well that I do end up going there, or any points that I do make across, like, you know, the game itself, is mainly in a positive fashion, especially with like the stuff that I've said so far with this one as well. Like, like I said, like, I wouldn't make another video on it if I didn't enjoy it, right? And I enjoy most of the games. Also, it's finding the time as well as everything else going on in my life as well. There are some games that I want to go back to and play again, which all other games I'm still kind of like playing behind the scenes, but not a fan of that guy. So yeah, I'm kind of will always give everything the benefit of the doubt if I can, you know? About that. Because I know how hard it is to kind of like sit there and like put so much effort into something and everything else as well, and then watch someone kind of like essentially like tear it down. You're like, but I worked so hard. You know, no one wants to see their baby get hurt as such, right? That's very frustrating on that. I guess I gotta get more defense set up. I mean, we are absorbing a lot of the stuff, so I don't really need to worry about these like too much. That guy here, just to spend it. Also putting that here as well, maybe. Madness. Another potion. This guy can have a potion. But yeah, I think now, like, a lot of the early mechanics have been introduced. The pace is absolutely fine as well, like the tutorial pace and stuff. I think earlier on it was a bit overwhelming because it's like you had so much that was going on, but like either maybe certain things weren't explained or you didn't really have time to process what was going on. But now that you kind of got that time to kind of sit back and process things, it's kind of really useful. And I think that was one thing I was trying to wrap my head around, which is a fault to myself more than it is anything else, because with the whole style of gameplay that you've got, it reminds me very of like tower defense type style of gameplay, which again, like I said, it kind of goes back to that sort of strategy type thing. You know? There we go. Another new unit. Can take lots of hits. Gives you pearls when damaged by skeletons. Ooh. That's a unique mechanic. I like the idea of that. Points. The shop. Buy this as well. We now have them all. Could spend more, but I don't know what we can use the coins for now, so we'll hold on to them. I like that as a mechanic. Stays knocked down for a long time. Deep slumber. That's a great way to show off the mechanics as well. I like that little point out. Single use. Can be placed on another turret parasite. Or parasitic. That? Oh, that's so cool. Range low profile and not by skeletons. Oh, see, these are the cool stuff. This is where it's like that little bit of flavor and stuff, and you can kind of show the sort of genuine care that went into that sort of thing. So that kind of like little bit of extra flavor text. Deep slumber as well. So what do these guys do? Levitate, takes... hovers over lakes, and Sonic moves around fast. Cool. Cool. Well, we've got a few more levels to go, so let's try and get through all these stuff, and then, yeah. And here we go, we can load up blueprints now. This is kind of nice. So I assume this guy fires stuff, so I do think we want this guy in. We want that guy in. The blob's the panic button, which I'm not really a fan of. I guess we'll take the defensive guy, because that essentially is what I'm using these guys for as well. And this guy goes in. Do we have to put everything in? The collector I always like as well. A protective bubble. I guess the blobfish goes in as well. Yeah. Okay, so you can load up your turrets as like a... I want this, and the order does matter that you put them in. That's kind of nice. Wish you could... So that's when, like, when you got, like, the first one to get, like, put in as such. Put you down. Kind of wish you could change the order immediately. Because being able to change the order immediately makes a massive difference. Let's put that down. can't really do much if, like... Take damage, dude. This one skeleton's gonna be the death of me. No, I can't. Actually, I gotta wait to get, like, more. Cool. Put that down there, then. That's cool. That goes there, that goes there. We've got a blobfish. You can go here. That seems dangerous. I am not a fan, although he seems to only target me, so I guess that's not that bad. It's not that bad if that's the case. He seems to have to take like a long reload. Cool. Have that. And you go there. I guess potions on these guys are important then, aren't they? Put down there. Yeah. I'm liking this more. I think oh, that's so good. Well, the bandana is still consistent. Okay, so anything with the bandana always goes for me. That's nice to know. See, these are the things that are important to find out and stuff, right? Put that you there. Pick those up. And another gun. Or do we take this? I think do this. Because that will hit many things over there. We can kind of like work our way towards it. And then... the sound design is kind of funny. It's just the way the things kind of go, like warp, 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 warp. It's just funny to me. I do think, though... Up there, then. Fish. Yeah, these are very kind of like puzzle-esque type things, aren't they? And I kind of like, I really appreciate that quite a lot. The hectiness is really good as well. Again, I love the whole... trying to figure out, like, the placement of stuff. And like, okay, well, where should I put things, like, do the things I want to do? Go for the potion up. Put the potion here, so we get the money. Again, not really using the blobfish for that. You down there. Give me a blobfish. Blobfish. I guess the blobfish are really useful in the sense of being able to, gem. Put that down. Extra blobfish stuff up there. Don't be mean. Another level down. Yeah, I will admit, I am a fan, and I think it is that kind of like stop and start thing. Definitely not for microtransactions. Sorry, I just find stuff like that funny, you know. Okay, another level, let's go. So, shield skeleton. Carries a shield, additional damage for increased durability. Homing guy, so we do want those, we want that, we want these as well. I think these brutes are really... They're useful, I don't think they're like that great, to be honest. But then, yeah. I guess the blobfish is a little bit too expensive. Having quick recycling could be easier. Let's try that out. A quicker upcycle of just like being able to rotate through things is sometimes more important. I don't know where stuff is coming from. Yeah, maybe the other thing is like an immediate next wave indicator, so you immediately know. Don't drop turrets close to turrets, keep dashing. I know, but like, otherwise they deal damage to my stuff, and then what do I do? I can't do that. I can see why there's a regen effect on this, right? If you get what I mean. And stuff. Put this guy down here for now, just so that might stop some weird stuff happening. Yeah? Over here, gonna pick up some lightning. Put that down here, just so we pick those up. I'm gonna be over here, but looks like a lot anyway, right? Put that down. I hope that should stop a lot of this weird stuff happening. And this goes there. Those on there. The only thing now is just this one I don't actually collect, so... I used to defend these as well. Okay. That goes there. The potion. Keep giving me the cool stuff. And then this guy goes there, I guess, just in case you get a ship. I don't know why I did that, but... so I can collect this one. Interesting. Well, I guess you go there now. Didn't think I would have to. I guess you put this guy here just to kind of like take the shots as well. And that guy can go there. Evil plan. Set that up. I have another potion, don't I? Yeah, I should use it. I am figuring out like the potion usage is kind of important, right? Can I put a bubble on a bubble? I can put a bubble on a bubble. I can already see some of these Steam achievements being kind of like weird and wacky already as well. Like some cool stuff like that. Ooh, I gotta get another frost potion to go on this guy. Come on, give me one. I need to find out. Thank you. Oh yeah. I just like seeing the character designs more than anything else. Like, I think it's like pretty cool. Lock that end off so that kind of save me a little bit. Put that there as well. So these like block shots. And do that as well. Come on, shooty guys. Yeah, I will say, this game is fun. Yeah. No, I think that's all that matters at the end of the day. Like, I'm having a good time. I'm loving it. It's hectic. It's... it does give me those sort of, like, Plants vs. Zombies vibes and stuff. It's definitely on my wish list anyway. If I haven't put it already, it will be on there, definitely. I gotta double check if I have done it. I think I did. But yeah, 100%. Completely. I think it's completely worth that sort of time frame. Again, it depends on the price and stuff. Like that's gonna be a big kind of factor of something like this. Like if it's good value, it's gonna do really well. If it's kind of a little bit over expensive, then it won't do as well as you're expecting it to. And I think that's something to watch out for because it's a trap that a lot of games kind of get stuck in. And sometimes it's horrible to say, but it's one of those things where it's like how much I probably put on for a game like this for? I probably wouldn't like to say that. I'd say some of the developer things, but I've probably got an idea of like where I probably put it as like sort of on the higher end maximum, right? And it depends on like what other stuff they plan to do with the game as well, so that has an impact. Because it really does have an impact. Do they take damage? They do! Wow, that's so cool. Again, I said stuff like that really shows that sort of genuine care. Like, this is taking damage because he's taking damage, right? So you can kind of see it on the outer shell and stuff. That stuff is pretty cool. Okay. We now have the last level. Let's do it. We've arrived at our milestone, Dr. Odin. It's the flagpole, a symbol upon which humanity's hopes dwell. If we tear it down, the local humans will surely become Lita's rebels. Sources also indicate that vital intels are concealed inside that pole. A pirate captain rolled a map up and stuck it in there or something. So go for it, capture the flag after beating up said flag. Crane Exalte. That's so cool. Okay. Well done. I am gonna say it now. Just well done. Right. Yes, and yes, and I want more of this. Right. I set up some minor protections. Like 100% well done. Oh yeah, this is precisely why I said that the sort of like every 5 little puzzle challenges were so good. Because the flipping of the script and just like, okay, solve this thing is so cool. And to be honest, this is really good for like a sort of tower defense-esque boss fight type thing. And I assume there's 3 levels because of the health bar and stuff. Yeah, we just slowly chip away while dealing damage and that, and trying to defend stuff. I guess my only... Yeah, stage 2 now. Don't know where we got this, but we'll just put that guy in the middle. Yeah, but you're right at the front. Go and tank everything. Blobfish! Guy that picks everything up. There you go. I guess I should be using the blobfish like to kind of like attack the guy. Like completely. Okay, the bullet hell is my problem. I am unable to solve my own problem. Put you down there. Oh, I think it's kind of funny and cool, right? And I like the fact they put the tower spawners like this, and you can go and pick them up. That's such a unique mechanic, and I like the way that they kind of like put them as far to the side to force you to go around, and then have like a bullet hell part and avoiding the minions and stuff. Like, level 3. I'll say say it now. When this game comes out, give me more of this. No, madness and carnage. Again, for like an accessibility option, the ability to maybe like, I'm not sure, it might be the options, yeah, it might be the options, because this is just me being a pain in the backside, right? But the ability to bind the potions for application to like click and then apply that way rather than this way would be easier to deal with, yeah? I think that's just me being more like, just on like the control side of stuff. Because with everything being so hectic, you kind of want to make precise movements and make them as efficient as possible. So having to click a tower while I'm walking around, plus then apply that when I'm close enough, is awkward. But if I could just click it, then apply it as I go by, it's so much easier, because I can focus on things independently, right? Rather than have to like stop and stay within range to apply it. Again, that's just kind of like me kind of like saying kind of like, you know, just I find it slightly awkward, or just noticing it's awkward now because I'm probably moving so around so much. It's like applying the bird, right? It's the exact same process. So because like I click it and then go, okay, there, take it. We got done though. Of course, it's up of it. Puerto Rico. As soon as said, navigation info of nearby regions scrolled up on our papyrus. Well done, Dr. Odin. A new specimen joins our collection. There's a geographic data inscribed upon it by human sailors. Humanity seems to have expanded its regions across nearby regions, despite the inborn capability of echolocation. I must admit that navigation has been an enigma to me, but now it's clearly charted course at my fingertips. You can venture into the surrounding biomes. Come, my colleague, the seas await us to reclaim the realm. Oh, and a map, so there's even more! Okay. Sorry for interrupting right here. Okay, I was going to say, this as far as demo goes, thank you. I was going to say, if you need me more demo stuff, that'd be like hilarious. Yeah. So everyone knows, there's kind of like a full like interaction with the full demo as well. I really like it. I think it has some unique stuff. I think it's really interesting as well. And I think there's a lot more that kind of is only going to showing up on this. I think it's something where if it kind of like scratches that itch for you, I think it's going to be worth it as well to keep an eye on and just see where everything goes. But again, yeah, if you do enjoy these videos, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.